Okay, let's talk about lists in Python. I'm going to create a list called fruits. And inside this list, I'm going to create some strings which represent different fruits. So the first one is called apple. The second one I'll call mango. The next one I'll call banana. The next one I'll call melon. And the last one I'll call kiwi. Now here we can already see the length of the list. I could say print fruits and it would do just that, but at the shell I can also get the same effect by just typing fruits and it will do the same thing. Now if I want to know the length of a list, I put inside the method called len. So I say len fruits and that gives me the length of the list. Now, a list is a collection of elements that is directly addressable by an index. And the thing that you need to know about lists is that they're zero-based. So we don't begin with the number 1, we begin with the number 0 in brackets. So fruits 0 is apple. Fruits 1 is mango. Fruits 2 is banana. Fruits 3 is melon. Fruits 4 is kiwi. If I try to type fruits 5, I'm going to get an index error. It will say list index out of range. So 5 is not a permissible index. So that's how you address elements in a list. You use their index. Now the nice thing about lists is that their elements can be updated very easily. So for example, let's say I want to replace mango with orange. Well, the index for mango is 1, so I'll say fruits 1, and then I'll say orange. And what that just did was that replaced the mango at index 1 with the new string called orange. So the cool thing about lists is that they can be directly updated through the index. Let's talk about the append method, fruits.append. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to append the mango that I deleted, and it's going to append it to the end of the list. So anytime you use append, it will add that element to the list, and it will do so directly at the end of the list. So now if I calculate the length of my list, I get 6. So okay, now let's talk about the pop method, fruits pop, dot pop. And I use empty parentheses. The pop method will remove whatever is at the end of the list. So it's kind of like the opposite of append. So you're popping this off of the list. Or historically, pop is considered a method that works on a data type called a stack. Think of like a stack of pancakes. If you say pancakes.pop, that would remove the top pancake from the stack. So fruits.pop removes mango from the end of the list, and now I just have a list that is 5 elements long. But pop also does take indices as arguments. So if I say fruits, and let's get rid of melon, which is at index 3, fruits.pop 3, then this will pop melon out of the list, and now I have apple, orange, banana, kiwi. And so pop can actually take indexes, or indices is the plural of an index. And so you can use pop 2 different ways. Now let's say I add in another orange into the list. So I say fruits dot append, and I'm going to add in another orange into my list. Now let's show you how the remove method works. Fruits.remove orange. The remove method will look through the list, and if it finds the first occurrence of the element, it will remove that. So it removed the first orange from the list and not the latter orange. So when you say dot remove, it's not a full remove, it only removes the first occurrence of that thing. Let's say I want to insert something but not at the end of the list. Then I can use the insert method. Now the insert method takes two parameters, and the first parameter has to be the index. Now I'm going to insert something between banana and kiwi, and kiwi has an index of 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a melon between the banana and the kiwi. And what happens now is that kiwi and orange get pushed up a level. So now the new index of kiwi is no longer 2, it's 3. And the index of orange is now 4. And so the insert method is a little bit more powerful than the append method, because using the insert, you can insert the item anywhere you want into the list. Fruits.remove, and I'm going to remove the banana from the list. Fine. And so now I can see that I have no more bananas in the list. Something that you need to know about remove is that if you try to remove an element that's not there, it will throw a value error at you. So you do need to be a little bit careful when you use the remove method. Okay, one more method, and it's called clear. Fruits.clear. And clear does exactly what you think it would do. It empties the entire list. And so now my fruits list is considered to be an empty list. And these are the methods that work on lists. I hope this was helpful to you. God bless you wherever you are today.